going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch-along. Today, we're going to be doing the Premier League live watch-along of the game between Manchester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League. It is, of course, the early kickoff, the dreaded early kickoff, or the enjoyable early kickoff. Whichever way you want to look at it, not too sure which way you want to look at it, but it is Manchester City taking on Wolves. Man City, of course, just last weekend did regain top place in the Premier League, sitting in first. City like to lead. This is exactly where we want to be, and if we want to stay here, very simple. Go on a roll, win, 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 win. Try and accumulate a gap between us and the rest is the aim. We're where we want to be right now, so we need to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make sure that we stay there. And of course, this is the first game we've had in the Premier League since going top of the Premier League. So this is a must-win game for Manchester City. But before we do crack on with all of the talking points for this live watch-along game, do make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming now for 22,000 subscribers. We're only 20 subscribers away from that live subscriber count ticking over to 21,100. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you haven't subscribed already, then please do subscribe. We've got plenty more football content, plenty more Manchester City content, and more Manchester City live watch-alongs for you guys to look forward to. Also, do not forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. We have got daily Manchester City transfer updates coming up for you guys to enjoy. So always a good sponsorship opportunity for anybody that is interested. Also, do not forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game or in the live chat, which is rolling. We've got FIFA once more in on the live chat. Much appreciated. Hello, FIFA. Welcome. He's predicting today 7-0, a whopping 7-0 to Manchester City. That would be fantastic. Not too sure it will be 7. I think this will be a very low scoring game, if I'm honest. But he's going to the game, so I hope you have a cracking time at the Etihad Stadium. I am going to butcher your name here, but Zero, I'm not even going to go for the surname, but thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. We've got Adelaide as well, another JSGC regular over here. Hello, I hope you are well. Carrie as well, tuning in. Hello there, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. We've got Cammy as well in on the chat and away as well. Much appreciated. Let me know your score predictions in the live chat. That would be fantastic. And also, do not forget as well to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. You know the score over here. You know what the aim is. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're nearly a fifth of the way there already with 18 likes. So thank you everyone that has left a thumbs up. That is much appreciated. If you haven't already, please do leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Now, lastly, this video, it is sponsored. It's brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball will keep you up to date with all the latest football scores, results, statistics, live league tables, as well as the latest football news and transfer news. It's one of many, many, many things that I use to keep up to date with all the latest sources involving Manchester City transfer news. But OneFootball is a really good go-to when it comes up to date with staying up to date with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. It's a free app to download, so if you haven't downloaded the OneFootball app already, go and download it. Go and use my link. That's at the top of my description. I'm also going to paste it into the chat as well. Downloading OneFootball through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and it's a fact, without these sponsors, these live watch-alongs, these videos that I provide for you guys, they do not happen. So I would appreciate anybody showing any support towards my sponsor today, which is OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat too if you want to go and download the free OneFootball app. That'll take you to the download page to download OneFootball. I have got my promo vid, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much there to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. Like I said, if you want to go and download the OneFootball app, link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. Speaking of OneFootball, here we are on my phone. So first we're going to do, of course, as you can see just here, asking for who I think is going to win this game. I'm voting there, 83% of people voting for Manchester City. So OneFootball will be providing all of the latest stats and team news for you guys for this live watch along. So yeah, like I said, do go and download OneFootball. It's a brilliant app. The game today is, if you're watching in the United Kingdom, live on BT Sport, which is where we're going to be watching from to provide the latest for you guys. So kickoff time is 12:30 PM GMT here in the United Kingdom from the Etihad Stadium. The referee for today is Jonathan Moss. Manchester City in the live league table currently sitting in first place. We're currently 1 point clear of Liverpool, who play at 3 o'clock today. They're at home to... Let me have a check, I can't remember. They're at home to Aston Villa, is who Liverpool have got, and Chelsea are we back in business? I think we're back in business. Please don't go back to this again, my laptop. Please don't do this again to me. Yeah, it did. I'll get that sorted anyway. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, Chelsea, they're playing. They've got, who've they got, Dale? Leeds at home at Stamford Bridge as well. Manchester City, we have got, of course, Wolves for this game. Currently sitting in first place. We're a point clear of Liverpool, and we are 2 points clear of Chelsea. We know the win here puts pressure onto Liverpool and Chelsea, which is what we're looking for. Wolves, they're currently sitting in the top half in 8th place. They're the second lowest scorers in the Premier League. They've scored 12 goals this season, conceding 13. They also don't like to concede. City have got a pretty mean defence, just conceding 9 goals. So I'm expecting this to be a pretty close game. My score prediction for this game is a 2-0 win for Manchester City. James, thank you very much for your nice comment there. And Cammy going for 3-1 to Manchester City. I'm going for 2-0 to Manchester City for today's game. So the lineup for today is we'll start with Wolves actually first. They're starting with Sarr in goal, no surprise. Kilman, Coady and Saiss starting at the back with a back three. Their wing backs today, Nelson Semedo on the right hand side and Ait-Nouri on the left hand side. They're going for midfield three. Ruben Neves playing as defensive midfielder. They've got Dendoncker playing further ahead and Joao Mourtinho as well there. Fairly decent midfield that from Wolves. So Manchester City are going to have to work hard to get in and around that midfield. They're going with Raul Jimenez starting up top along with Adama Traore. Very clear what Wolves are looking for here. Counter-attack, exploit Manchester City's high line, give the ball, work the ball towards Jimenez, get the ball in towards Traore, get him running at the Manchester City defence and try and cause a nuisance that way and try and make things happen. For Manchester City, very simple for what we like to do. We like to just work our way around a team, look for opportunities, and quite frankly, this game's going to come down to being clinical. So I'm hoping Manchester City here will be able to show their clinical edge to this game. And yeah, that's what we're looking for. And hopefully Manchester City, if they could get an early goal, it's always going to be good. If we concede first here, Wolves, a very difficult team to break down, could be a bit of a disaster for Manchester City. But Wolves aren't in great scoring form themselves, so I'm hoping we can keep things nice and tight, not taking too many risks, and I'm confident that with the team that we've gone with for today, we've got enough creativity out there to be able to break down Wolves and at least score one, and scoring one goal could well be enough to win this game. Now on the bench for Wolves today, they're going with Martial, Hoiver, John Ruddy, Fabio Silva, Boly, Trincao, Luke Kundle, Hee-Chan Hwang, and also Daniel Podence. Now, moving on to the home team, Manchester City. We start with Ederson in goal today, looking to try and get his 100th clean sheet for Manchester City. It's Joao Cancelo starting as our right back, and Oleksandr Zinchenko as our left back. Kyle Walker put onto the bench after being sent off in midweek against Leipzig. City, of course, looking to try and bounce back from that defeat in midweek. Didn't mean anything, but it'd have been nice to have won the game, but there we go. We're starting with Ruben Dias and Aymeric Laporte as our centre-back pairing today. Of course, John Stones, people were talking about him before the game. He doesn't start. He's onto the bench for Manchester City. It's Rodri starting as our defensive midfielder. Ilkay Gundogan and Bernardo Silva starting as our central midfielders for today. To me, that's Man City's strongest midfield that we could go with right now. Of course, with Kevin De Bruyne only just coming back from injury. And we're starting. One Football's got Jack Grealish on the right-hand side, Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side. I personally think it'll be Grealish on the left-hand side and Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side, and Gabriel Jesus leading Manchester City's line. Wouldn't be surprised to see Jesus possibly on the right-hand side, Sterling on the left-hand side, and Grealish up top. Wouldn't be surprised to see Sterling starting up top, Jesus on the right-hand side, and Grealish on the left-hand side. That front three can rotate amongst themselves, so we'll have to see how they line up for this game. It's one of those, though, that Manchester City's shape and where players are playing can change whether we're on the attack, whether on the front foot or on the back foot, or whether we've got the ball or whether we haven't. Literally, that's how unpredictable Manchester City can be. Now, the bench for Manchester City today, we're starting with Fernandinho, John Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez. We're back again, which is good news. That's just my laptop going on to a charge, which is good news for that to go off and come back on. So, hopefully it won't go back off again. If it does, I may do a short restart because I know how to sort it. It is charging, so that's fantastic news. It seems to have gone back into this again after it being all right for the last couple of months. Frustrating. Anyway, City's bench, we'll do that again. Fernandinho, John Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez. He's unlucky not to start. He got a goal in midweek. I'd have started with him, but there we go. Nathan Ake, Phil Foden, Kyle Walker, Cole Palmer, and also Zack Steffen. Of course, with Manchester City, they're always going to rotate. A lot of the bench, I mean, we're probably going to make 4 or 5 changes for the game in midweek against Leeds as well. So, it's redundant. We'll see what happens with regards to that one. But that's Manchester City's team for today. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Manchester City. I'm going for goals today for Raheem Sterling and Jack Grealish. I'm going for a Sterling goal in the first half and a Jack Grealish goal in the second half. And if you watch my preview, my betting tip for today is for this game not to be both teams to score, for there to be under 3 goals in this game. And Manchester City to keep a clean sheet, and Ederson to get his 100th clean sheet for Manchester City, and I'm backing Raheem Sterling to grab himself a goal as well. So we've got Ndazalama in. Thank you very much for tuning in, much appreciated. Steve as well, good afternoon, thanks for tuning in, it is much appreciated. And also we've got Unapologetically Blue, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Jack Grealish is playing, so we can't see Manchester City winning this. Not too sure how you coming to that conclusion there. But we've got Bernardo in, we've got Cancelo in. So there we go. I'm going for that one. I'm going for Manchester City to win. I'm backing Raheem Sterling and Jack Grealish to get goals today for Manchester City. So guys, we're on to 24 likes, which is fantastic. We're just 76 likes away from my target for this live stream, which is 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you're watching this and you haven't already, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 22,000 subscribers. We're less than 20 subscribers away from 21,100 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below, and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And lastly, do go and check out today's video sponsor, One Football, link at the top of my description. I'll also paste it into the chat as well if you want to go and check out today's video sponsor, One Football. It's a free app to download, so any help towards that would be fantastic. One Football will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, statistics, live league tables, what channel you can view the game on, and all your good footballing needs. Thank you very much to One Football for downloading downloading, for sponsoring this video, and any help towards any downloads through my link would be much appreciated by me. For the last time before we do have kickoff, I am going to roll my promo video now.
This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check out OneFootball, link at the top of my description and in the live chat. Saw a very interesting comment just then on my on the live chat, which I'll address in just one moment. Firstly, Boy Racer UK saying people talk about Jack Grealish not scoring like all of our players come in and we're immediately great. Rodri, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, always takes time for players. I always say, give a player 2 seasons at Manchester City before I can identify if they are a player that has a future at Manchester City and they are of the quality that we're looking for. Just look at Ferran Torres last season. Lots of people weren't too happy with Ferran Torres, weren't too sure why we signed Ferran Torres. I see a lot of people always comparing him to Leroy Sané, which I think is very unfair. Then came about into the start of this season, hit the ground running, has looked like a decent player for Manchester City. Unfortunately, that injury that he's picked up has come at the wrong time. And the links now with Barcelona, I think, have just come at the wrong time. That might just start to twist and turn his head away when it's definitely out there. We know Ferran Torres is a class player. Just look at what he can do for Spain. He is a very good player. It just takes time to be able to adapt and work. And Jack Grealish has already said that with Manchester City. He said he was expected to come into City to be scoring more, to be assisting more. And it hasn't been anything like that for him. He's had to adapt, and because of that him having to adapt, it is going to take time. And I always say, give it 2 seasons, judge after 2 seasons. That's when I'll know whether that £100 million was worth it for Manchester City to spend on Jack Grealish or not. But as it is for Jack Grealish, you know, if he starts working hard for the team, not trying as hard, tries just to let him be as fluent as possible and always has that continued belief in himself, then he will excel because he is a very good player. You don't just get into the England side for no reason. You don't just have clubs like Manchester City knocking on the door for no reason. He is a very, very good player. It's just going to take a little bit of time for him to adapt. I wouldn't be surprised to see Pep use him in a different position. I've seen him on the left wing. Is he going to be a future winger for Manchester City? That remains to be seen. How adaptable is Jack Grealish? We know Grealish can play in the centre of the park. At some point, he will be used by City in the centre of the park. He'll be used in another position, maybe on the right-hand side, maybe through the centre. Who knows what Pep Guardiola wants to do? But what Pep Guardiola is very good at is identifying what players' best attributes are and what their best positions are for them, because Pep Guardiola's overall game is to have players being able to play for the team in any position, doing the job that they need to do. I mean, look at Joao Cancelo. In my opinion, over the last 12 months, Joao Cancelo, even though he's a right back, has looked far better on the left-hand side than he has on the right-hand side. And that's because he has more freedom on that left-hand side than what he does on that right-hand side. He looks better. Raheem Sterling, to me, looks better on the right-hand side than he does on the left-hand side, yet predominantly he's always on the left wing. And Pep Guardiola eventually will start to learn the strengths and weaknesses of Jack Grealish, and I'm backing Jack Grealish to come really good when he gets put through the centre and gets given a little bit of freedom. We've seen what Phil Foden can do. He's a player that plays in the centre of the park. When he first got promoted to the City first team squad, he was always used as a central midfielder. Now he goes on the left wing, and he looks brilliant on the left wing. So that's what Jack Grealish needs to do. Yes, he needs to up his game. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to sit here and say he needs to just continue doing what he's doing. He doesn't. He needs to up his game. It's just going to take time for him to adapt. But he's a hard-working player, and as long as he gets his head down, he's got the talent to go out there and be a very successful player for Manchester City. Just give him a little bit of time. So, Boy Racer, backing you on that one. It takes time. To me, price tags are just a number that puts pressure onto a player. Doesn't really matter how much they cost. It's all about what they do on the pitch, and it comes with expectation when so much money has been spent on bringing a player in. Look at Paul Pogba at Manchester United. Because so much money has been spent on him, the expectation is so high. So high. Yet, it takes time to be able to find out what a player's strengths and weaknesses are and how they can come good at Manchester City. If Man City go out there and sign Dusan Vlahovic, or they go out there and sign Erling Haaland, I'm not going to sit here and say I expect them to hit the ground running, to come in and just start doing this and doing that and scoring goals immediately. It takes time. It really does take time. The only player off top of my head that's coming to mind of a player that really hit the ground running for City is Ruben Dias. Now, he's a class player. There's always going to be little things coming out here and there about different players, but it's every now and then players will come good. They'll show the class out there, but I'm not going to sit here and say that Jack Grealish isn't a good player because how he started at Manchester City. It could be a year that takes him a year just to adjust to life at Manchester City. He will come good. I think he'll come good anyway. That's what I'm going for. Afternoon Mixing, thanks for tuning in. The XIX Vodka, the Sidemen Vodka, drops 17th of December, 7 p.m. He will be ready to get out there. You need that video. That's where the views are. That's what the people want to see. Looking forward to that. Hopefully you can get hold of it. If you can set me a reminder on the 17th, I'll have a good crack at that as well, as long as I've got time on that. With that, remains to be seen. I'm in for a busy week in the personal life of JSGC. Now, where was the other interesting comment? Suffian, thanks for tuning in. Going for 3 or 4-0 win for Manchester City. I'm backing Manchester City to be able to get a clean sheet here. I'm going for 2-0 to Manchester City. James, I did find Haaland's agent's comments very interesting. His subtle digs at Manchester United, the bigging up of Manchester City. I found that very, very interesting indeed. So that remains to be seen as to whether City will go for him or not. The other comment, I can't remember who said it to me. It was Unapologetically Blue, said, what do I think? Who will replace Ferran Torres when he leaves? That is if, of course, he ends up leaving Manchester City. But if rumours are to be believed, and Barcelona are within 15 million euros of signing Ferran Torres, which they believe put in bonuses and add-ons in there, which City want easily achieved add-ons. Barcelona, I presume, standing firm on it not being so easy to achieve, trying to be cheap. That remains to be seen as to whether he leaves or not. But if he does leave, I expect that to be in the summer rather than in January. But if he does leave in January, will he be replaced? I mean, to me, I'd just be giving more chances to Cole Palmer and James McAtee until the end of the season. Give them a good go and see how they get on. And then use that money for the summer to go out there and sign a striker. Now, if Erling Haaland is possible, I think we should be doing everything within our power to sign Erling Haaland. If that cannot be done, that needs to be determined pretty soon, because with that in mind, we can go out there and sign a top quality replacement or an alternative, if I wanted to use a better word there, to go out there and go and sign someone like Dusan Vlahovic from Fiorentina. But that's what I think. Now, Manchester City in this game doing their dedication to all of the is it all of the supporters that have passed away in the last 12 months? So, first and foremost, wanted to take... Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, it's for Ian Niven, MBE. I presume for the Leicester game, they'll be doing the dedication to all the Manchester City supporters that have passed away during the last 12 months. So I do want to say there to rest in peace to Ian Niven, and all the thoughts here at the JSGC channel go out to all of his family and friends at this incredibly difficult time there. He's getting a minute's round of applause from everybody there, so I will join in giving a round of applause there. Mixed, thanks for agreeing. It's difficult with this Leroy Sané thing. Everyone's always asking, who's this Leroy Sané replacement? Can we get Sané back? Can we do this? Can we do that? To me, the quick winger, whilst it's nice to have a direct winger, what suits City's system so well is having technical wingers out there. Technical wingers that can do stuff. And I personally think that our Leroy Sané replacement's ready-made in someone like Phil Foden on the left-hand side. As we do have kick-off here for the first half between Manchester City and Wolves. Wolves have got us underway, playing in all black today, attacking from right to left. Manchester City attacking from left to right. If you've only just tuned in and you're not aware of the team, Manchester City starting today with Ederson in goal. It's Joao Cancelo on the right-hand side, Oleksandr Zinchenko on the left-hand side, with Ruben Dias and Aymeric Laporte as City's two centre-backs. It's Rodri, Gundogan and Bernardo starting in the centre of the park for City, and our front three today are Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish and Gabriel Jesus. Interesting to see how Gabriel Jesus gets on in this game as well. So hoping that he can have a really good game here for Manchester City. Pressing forward, who can score them goals? Haaland. He's my pick. Take this off, I'm warm. So Soul Travel Story says, do I think City should get a pure number 9, since technically City currently do not have someone to follow up the likes of what Sergio Aguero do? I think we should go out there for an out-and-out goal scorer. Someone that's going to put the ball into the back of the net. To me, that's the final missing piece of the jigsaw. Albeit, yeah, it'd be nice to get a left-back in. It'd be nice, once Fernandinho leaves, probably at the end of the year, to get another defensive midfielder in. To me, the priority must be and has to be a striker, a goal scorer, someone that's going to put that ball into the back of the net for City, because they create so much. And there's a position there that for somebody that's going to put the ball into the back of the net, there's a position available there that, when it's right, somebody could go out there and score 30-plus Premier League goals every season for Manchester City. That's a great ball towards Sterling. He's eating it. Sterling gets a shot. He goes down. He wants a penalty. The referee, John Moss, always going to say no there. I will speak more about this at half-time if you wanted me to, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good ball played in. It was a good bit of defending, actually. It's not a penalty, that. For Manchester City, not at all. It took Cancelo. Look at Cancelo, just come out and come good. Took him a season. Rodri took him a couple of seasons. Looked class. Just takes time. Always takes time. So guys, we're up to 33 likes now. We're 67 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to subscribe to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We're aiming now for 22k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat if you want to go and check out OneFootball, a free app to download to keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, statistics, live league tables, what channel you can view the games on, and all your good footballing needs. I'd like to say a big thank you and shout out to OneFootball for sponsoring this live watch-along. These live watch-alongs, these videos, they don't happen without sponsors. So thank you very much to them for sponsoring this video, and I would appreciate anybody clicking the link and downloading OneFootball through my link, as that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Mixed, of course I would like to do that. I do enjoy them Q&A shots, as Rodri's into a good position. Here's Bernardo Silva. There's an overlap of Cancelo to be used. To the byline, tries to get a cross in, and it's out for a corner here to Manchester City, as the creators going for a 3-0 win today for Manchester City. I'm backing Manchester City to win this game. I'm going for 2-0 to Manchester City. City then have a corner. Into a good position here, City. The big men get forward. Rodri, Laporte, Diaz, all forward here for Manchester City. We've got a bit of defending to do here. Corner comes in, doesn't even beat the first man. Poor corner from Ilkay Gundogan, and they can get the ball clear. Wolves surely looking for the counter-attack. They had only 30% possession just over against Liverpool last weekend as someone was clattered then for Wolves. The referee's not given a free kick, and I was expecting him to. Mixed Sid, I would like that. Seamus going for 2-1 or 2-0 to Manchester City. I can see City keeping a clean sheet. They're not the best scorers here, Wolves. So I think City keeping a clean sheet today. City just messing about with the ball. And here comes the ball forward. This is the danger here. Laporte up against Adama. Adama wins that foot race. Here's Jimenez. A couple of passes exchanges going to be crowded out though. City should be able to come away with the ball. Oh, it's Preston, one back. And Gabriel Jesus will take over that for Manchester City. Just on the edge of their own penalty area. As it's one back. Poor defending this from City. Here's Raul Jimenez. Chances here galore for Wolves to put a ball into the box. They put one in eventually, and it's awful. It's not a very good ball in at all. Way too close to Ederson. It's low. There's no conviction. No real power. Done. Mixed Sid, I'd just put it in like a little small shot glass. Probably the smallest shot glass would probably work rather than like putting it in the largest like we like to do. I'd just put it in like a little small one. Would probably work best, I think, for that. As here's Jack Grealish then coming forward for Manchester City. He goes down. He wants a free kick and gets a free kick. Of course, the Premier League's most fouled player from last season, Jack Grealish. And Manchester City can have themselves a free kick just inside the Wolves half here. It was Dendoncker bringing Jack Grealish down there. As the rain's coming down in Manchester. I'm not too sure if it's sleeting, actually. As Cancelo has the ball. He might have a shot here, and he does. And it's just over the crossbar there. That was on target. That might have been very interesting. As it is, it's over the crossbar, and it's out of play for a goal kick to Wolverhampton Wanderers. We're through 7 minutes here. It's Manchester City 0, Wolves 0. So good hit that from Cancelo. Don't want to be giving someone as informed as what Cancelo is time and space on the ball in and around the edge of the penalty area, because you will get punished. Here is Rodri then bringing the ball for Manchester City. As Wolves just moves the ball back towards goalkeeper Sarr. He leathers this clear towards Laporte. He heads it clear for Manchester City. And it's well controlled by Cancelo with a pass to Diaz, and Man City can get the ball on the ground. Good passing this from City. Here is Jack Grealish. Man City taking on Dendoncker. He's tackled. It's out of play for a throw-in. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. Zinchenko works the ball backwards here. Here's Laporte. As we're now 65 likes away, guys, from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here is Rodri with the ball for Manchester City. Gets a cross-played pass to the right-hand side. He's got Cancelo with the ball as it's a front three with Sterling on the right-hand side. It's Jesus going on the left-hand side. Grealish through the centre. I think it's just a case of whichever player decides to go will be deciding on where the other players go in that front three, because they can all play anywhere, really. Sterling, Grealish and Gabriel Jesus. Here is Jack Grealish now with the ball. City just knocking it around. Wolves just holding firm. They're happy just to play it at a walking pace here, Wolves, really. Got a back five going on. It's going to take City to be at the creative best. Here is Bernardo Silva into space. He gets a shot, and it's wide. Wolves wanted the offside flag, but I think one of the defenders had made an early run there, keeping Bernardo on side. And that was an opportunity, that, for Manchester City. He was offside. It wouldn't have counted then for City. One of the defenders did make a run keeping track of Jesus, which I thought might have kept Bernardo onside. As it is, it doesn't go in the back of the net. If it did, it would have been disallowed through VAR. Thank you very much, Dazalama. I've said your name right there. Thanks very much for your kind comment. Much appreciated.
Yeah. 3-1 City. Sterling to score for 66-1.
I'm not sure if I see them scoring. Wolves. The danger.
There's always a chance.
I think it's City to get the first goal. I think that might be that. Neil, thanks for tuning in. Is Cancelo into a good position? The cross comes in. It's headed clear. Apparently, Verstappen has crashed in qualifying. Is that the end of his qualifying for it? If he's crashed or did
You want that lamp over? Yeah.
roasting is what that is. I think that's really hot.
Again. Why don't you plug that lamp in there?
It's all right. My ring lights can do its job. Anyway, we're back in business. We're back in business. Anyway, City got a free kick. They get a throw in instead. Not happy about the challenge from Adama there. He greased himself up, Adama. As Aymeric Laporte's got the ball here. Knocks the ball forward for City. Way too much on that, and it's out of play for a throw into Wolves. Been a bit of a meh start this from City so far. Not really linked up too well. Wolves holding firm, of course. I think it's just the charger overheating, so when it gets to a certain point, it cuts off.
Yeah.
Stops working, then when it cools down, it starts working again, is what I think that is. So actually, what I might do is is the charger still roasting? Yeah. I might be sensible. I might leave that unplugged for 10 minutes. Is what I might do. It'll hold its thing. Anyway, I need to have a read about what's happening with the F1. It'd be a massive shame if he's crashed and can't be anywhere near the top of the grid. Ruins a really good Grand Prix tomorrow, doesn't it? How is that not a free kick to City? How? I've not seen anything that says there's been a crash. No, I've not seen anything about that. Have you? No. Anyway, 39 likes now, so we're 61. I'm to do maths on a Saturday early afternoon. 61 away from 100 likes. So any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aim for 22k subscribers. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description. And also in the live chat if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. So here is Aymeric Laporte then for Manchester City, bringing the ball forward. It's Oleksandr Zinchenko inside the Wolves half. Wolves just holding firm, looking to try and frustrate Manchester City. It's one of these that could do with an early goal, but considering we're near enough through the first phase of this game, the first 15 minutes, there hasn't been too much from City at this moment in time. A couple of efforts from difficult angles from just on the inside of the penalty area, but other than that, although Raheem Sterling's in a good position, tries to get a ball across, it hits Grealish, but comes to nothing for City. And into the arms of Sarr in the end. There's SP going for 2-0 City. I'm going for 2-0 City today as well. King Grealish hasn't got a good feeling about this game. I can see why you'd have that feeling. It's going to be a very frustrating game. If City can just get a goal and win this, that would be brilliant. King Grealish going for 2-1 to Wolves. Not Jab, thanks for tuning in. Doing very well, thank you. How are you? Boy Racer asking, do I think managers should be given more time? I'm not sure. It's a difficult one. I think each individual case would have its own individual answer. It's a good pass from Bernardo towards Raheem Sterling, but it's a good bit of defending from Saiss, and it's going to fade out for a goal kick to Wolves. Managers, it's a difficult one because there's talk of some Leeds fans being unhappy with Bielsa and their position they're in the league, and talking about him potentially being sacked, which to me is ludicrous. He definitely should be given till the end of the season to see if he can. Obviously, objective number one is keep Leeds in the Premier League, and if he keeps them in the Premier League, then that's job done. For all that he's done for Leeds United, I find it ludicrous. Yet there's some other managers where I just look at them and just say, actually, no, this appointment was wrong and they shouldn't be given more time because it isn't the right way to move forward. Like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, for example, was always never going to be the answer for Manchester United. It took them forever to sack him. And then that
Bielsa will be madness.
It's crazy.
You're going backwards, aren't you?
Crazy. It stinks of Leeds getting relegated doing that. Eddie Howe just stinks of being the wrong appointment at Newcastle. Yet, I'm trying to think of an example of someone that's been sacked too soon without giving them a proper opportunity. I mean, Watford sack managers like no one's business.
Doesn't do any good though, does it? They just
needs
they're
stability.
never going to improve.
No,
Because every manager has different ideas. So every
Mhm.
time you bring a manager in,
Yeah.
you go backwards 3 or 4 months,
Yeah.
don't you? And then you.
Wolves passing it around well here, just getting a bit of confidence. And City have got a bit of work to do. Wolves inside the City half now. That's a good bit of pressing from City. Here is Ilkay Gundogan. A poor pass though. Just possession immediately given away. Pep must be furious right now. Good tackle from Rodri. Good pick up on the second ball from Wolves. And they make the run as well. It's good cut off from Aymeric Laporte. And Ederson's got the ball now. He'll give it back to Laporte in a little bit of space. He'll give it back to Ederson. Jimenez being given the run around. So he gave a huff of the cheeks there when he realised Rodri dropped deeper, got the ball, and his press in there has come to no avail. To me, Adama should have been helping out a little bit more then. And that's a poor header from Cancelo. We weren't happy that Bernardo made the run, and instead Wolves have got the ball now. City just covering the space pretty well at the moment to make sure the danger man, Adama, isn't given too much space to run in behind the City high line. As the ball's worked back to Sarr in goal for Wolves. They're passing it around. Working it from the back as Jesus presses and presses well. And he's just stepped across. He wants a penalty. Jesus was too indecisive there. Good recovery that from Wolves. Pressed in his own penalty area. Got the ball. Should have just first time pass. Moved it. As a throw-in given to City. Cancelo said that's not a foul. It's good work from Jesus. He wants a penalty. There's not enough in that for me.
No.
Jesus is going down. He's losing his balance, isn't he?
Yeah, he's never in control of that.
No.
Are you looking at it? Or is he on deck?
I'm not sure. It was just Jesus that appealed. To me, it was too indecisive from Gabriel Jesus. I do remember that Wolves game 3-2. all too well. 2-0 up. Then blew it. Went down to 10 men, didn't we? What's the referee doing? He's calling somebody over. Calling Jesus over. He's having a word. Well, I don't know what he's having a word about. I think the referee's just explaining to Jesus why a penalty's not being given. I think VAR's had a look at it and told the referee what's happened there. And I think the referee's just explaining to Jesus why a penalty wasn't given there. I mean, slice clearance from Rodri. It's not very good, and Wolves will win the header. Rodri gets a foot onto it. Should be mopped up by City's defence, and it is, through Laporte and Cancelo. Here's Rodri now on the ball. Works it to Dias. This is good work from City now. As we're up to 40 likes, 60 likes to go. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here is Aymeric Laporte with the ball for Manchester City. He's got currently 3 players sat ahead of him. Oleksandr Zinchenko is one of them. Rodri the other. Uses Rodri. Ilkay Gundogan sat in the middle of both of them. And City work it to the right-hand side, inside the Wolves penalty, inside the Wolves half. It's a good pass from Cancelo to Raheem Sterling. Here's Raheem Sterling looking to try and get a number there on Ait-Nouri. He doesn't manage it. City trying to press and force the mistake. Wolves clear their lines, taking no chances. City win the ball and work it back to make sure they have possession here. They're spurred on by the crowd as Zinchenko comes down the left-hand side. Works it to Gundogan in the centre. Jack Grealish drops into a little bit of space. Doesn't use him. Zinchenko runs the ball out of play. That was poor from Zinchenko there. I agree. Nobody's having a real brilliant game here for City yet. No real standouts. It's a bit lethargic. Look like that ran out of play. Doesn't matter anyway. City come away with the ball anyway and have possession inside the Wolves half. Here is Cancelo then. Works it to the left-hand side. Finds Oleksandr Zinchenko. Might go for an early cross here. And does. It's not a very good one. It's cleared at the near post. It was Kilman. Was that his name? Centre-back. Here's Ruben Dias now. With the ball for Manchester City. Aymeric Laporte. To Zinchenko. Finds Jesus in a little bit of space. Got Kilman for company. Has to work it back to Zinchenko. He gives it to Gundogan in the centre. Good work into space. Cancelo, space opens up again. Has a shot. And it's straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. As I'll go and have a check on my charger. See if it's cooled down yet. Has cooled down a little bit. I'll just keep an eye on it. I'll just keep it here because I've also got enough power. So I'll just give it another 5 minutes or so. Let it be completely cool and we'll get that plugged in and hopefully back on charge. Good tackle there from City as Wolves got to try and come forward on the counter-attack. It was Joao Cancelo with the tackle. As Wolves get themselves a free kick in a pretty decent area here for them to cross the ball in towards the penalty and see if they can make something happen. Cancelo is. You can't give Cancelo too much space. You cannot do that. It's as simple as that. There's a free kick here for Wolves. Ruben Dias organising that defensive line as Wolves have a chance to send some of their big players forward. Kilman, one of them. Ait-Nouri it is that's going to have the ball whipped in. The header's won by Raul Jimenez, and it's harmlessly wide. Harmlessly wide. And out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. Here is Ruben Dias now then with the ball. Gives the ball to Aymeric Laporte. He's looking up, looking for options. He's going to pass it sideways to Dias. Dias now just bringing City forward. Gives it to Cancelo. Rodri now. Cancelo. City trying to get it into the Wolves half. Not quite managed it as of yet. There's a little bit of a squeeze put on City there by Wolves. Here's Zinchenko now to Rodri. Jack Grealish with the ball. Inside the Wolves half now. Gives it to Ruben Dias. Bringing City forward. Drives City forward to Cancelo. He gets a nice early ball towards Sterling. He lets it bounce. And the keeper's not properly dealt with it. And gets it on the second attempt there. There was getting excited when Sterling was in that position. He's got Sterling first goal, 3-1 win for City. What's your odds?
66 to 1.
How much you put on?
No, only
A pound.
It'll come in and I'll put a tenner in it.
Yeah, that's going to be a free kick surely for Wolves, and it is. A foul on Adama and a free kick to Wolves just inside their own half. Who do I think's better, Alexander-Arnold or Cancelo? Right now, Cancelo's in scintillating form. So I'd go for Cancelo. Although I do rate Alexander-Arnold. I think he's a very good player. So Wolves have a squeeze put on them by City, and they work the ball all the way back to Sarr. Here's Saiss now. Gives it to Ait-Nouri. Goes long towards Adama. Heavy touch from Adama means City can get hold of the ball. Although a good bit of work from Dendoncker allows Wolves to come forward. Mourtinho's worked the ball to the right-hand side. Semedo manages to try and get a low ball across. It's going to be deflected and away by City. As City now look for their own counter-attack. Bernardo Silva feeds it to Raheem Sterling. It's momentarily 3-on-2. Sterling comes in. It's going to be tackled. And that's a good bit of defending that from Wolves in the end. And Wolves can have the ball, try and launch their own little counter-attack, which is intercepted by Cancelo. Work the ball, move the ball. Here is Ilkay Gundogan with the ball now for Manchester City. Cancelo looking for movement. Isn't much movement. Puts it to the right-hand side. Jesus now on the right-hand side for City. Sterling on the left and Grealish going through the middle. Alright, let's plug this in. There we go, back in the game. Laptop charging, hopefully it get a charge, and it can last for the whole game. We won't have any more issues, is what I'm hoping for. Hopefully that will work. Here is Laporte then for Manchester City. Not really any options for him. Gets a good direct pass into Jack Grealish on the left-hand side, and it's tackled by Ruben Neves and out of play for a corner for Manchester City. Grown his hair a bit there, Ruben Neves. Like the battle of the Portuguese, this really, isn't it? Cancelo, Diaz, Bernardo. Corner comes in. Fisted clear by Sarr, going up against Neves. Mourtinho. As Adama has a free kick given to him against Raheem Sterling. City fans not happy about it. Wasn't a great... Again, another good set piece for City in a good position, and they don't do anything with it. And Sterling's adamant. Got the ball is what he says. He didn't. Adama was... To be fair, Adama was already on his way down. Would be my defence. And Wolves are already taking on a bit of time wasted. I tell you right now, it stays longer it stays at 0-0, Wolves will be happy with that. If Wolves get the first goal, this is going to be a very difficult game for City. If Wolves get that first goal, I think City drop points today. That first goal is absolutely crucial if it comes. Yeah. Here's Bernardo now. There's just no space. Wolves don't... Oh, Ruben Neves and...
That is a bad...
Who's that? Kelman have clashed with heads. Kelman looks alright, but Neves has taken a hit and a half. Head injury, that.
Why has Kelman not told him to get out of the way?
Oh, Kelman's cut. He's covered in blood. To be honest, it looks like Neves has come off worse yet. It's Kelman that's cut in his head. That is a nasty injury for both players there. Really nasty injury for
City
Wolves.
players look quite concerned, isn't it?
It looked like a really nasty head clap.
Out into it afterwards.
Both of them are just challenged for it and just smashed into each other. As King Grealish says, there's a nasty, nasty head injury.
Yeah, concussion sub.
They get a concussion, so Neves is covered in blood.
Yeah, he's well flat out, isn't he? Is it Neves who's just come back, or is that Jimenez?
Raul Jimenez. So been pretty unlucky with head injuries there. They have been. That was a nasty, nasty clash. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see both of these players come off.
Did you get 2 concussions?
I'm not too sure if you get 2. I know they get 1. There's got a couple of Seattle Seahawk fans.
Oh, yeah.
Right on the front row there. Seeing NFL everywhere now. Really nasty head injuries then. It's pretty bad the fact that the cameras had to pan away from the injury and panned out there.
To the substitute warming up.
To the substitutes warming up and then getting a wide angle camera view of the stadium while both players received treatment here. That was a really, really nasty head injury for both Kilman and Neves. I mean, Kilman sat up, but he's just covered in blood. And Neves, his chin looked like it was covered in blood, and he looked flat out, didn't he? I think Neves is still looks flat out. They're still pretty much both in the same position there. I think Kilman's been patched up pretty well. I think he's just dazed. And they're both gonna have to come off. They're strapping up his head. Neves is sat up now. His chin is covered in blood. He's had a patch up, I think, just above his eye. The thumbs up comes in from the physio. Might even be the doctor that actually gives the thumbs up about it. I don't know whether they're preparing subs. That's a thumbs up for a sub or thumbs up they're okay. I'm not sure. I do hope they are both okay.
Anyway.
Nasty head injury, that.
And we've got to have,
You have to keep an eye on them. They're getting a replay of this. Neither of them are calling. It's
terrible, that, isn't it? None of them are looking at it. They're both looking at the ball.
Both looking at the ball. They're both
not
just
seeing
taking
each other.
whack. I think, to be honest, if any player's going to come off, I reckon it'd probably be Neves over Kilman. Kilman's sat up.
Neves, he spun himself around.
Yeah.
There's some power in that.
That Kilman guy, he's a big lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And he's come onto the ball, hasn't
Yeah.
he? So he's got probably a bit more force in it.
More momentum there. Right, Kilman's back up. Gives a manly pat there to Neves on the ground. Neves is still down. Right, they've got Neves back up now. Has he lost teeth? He is dazed, isn't he? Look at him. He's dazed. Surely they're not going to take a risk on Neves being played further in this, are they? They're testing him. I don't think Neves wants to continue. He's taking a really nasty whack to his chin. I think Neves is going to continue though. He's putting his headband back on.
He stitched it.
Yeah, he's going to continue here, Neves. Testing him for something. They're obviously happy for him to continue. So play does continue and resume here. Hopefully both of them are okay. Neves looks... He's moving, he's running now, so that's good news. Kilman just sat up. He looked all right, didn't he, Kilman?
Yeah.
But Ruben Neves does continue here. Gives a thumbs up. play does continue. Wolves decide to try and come forward down the right-hand side. It's out of play for a throw-in, though, here to Manchester City. Right, guys, 43 likes. Aiming for 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. That's what, 57 likes, so any help towards that would be brilliant. Also, don't forget to subscribe as well. If you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description. And in the live chat too, if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. It does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So if anyone could do that, then that would be fantastic and much appreciated by me. Zinchenko's got the ball here on the left-hand side for Manchester City. He's got Rodri as his option. City camped inside the Wolves half here. Might just take the players a couple of moments just to get the bearings a little bit after quite a lengthy stoppage there for the head injury to Kilman and Neves as the ball goes out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Mourtinho it was, overstepping the mark there, just ever so slightly, trying to keep it in, doesn't manage it, and City can have the ball. Here is Joao Cancelo, gets it through the legs. Sterling's in. Ah, oh, good block. Conor Coady it was. Raheem Sterling, it's Ait-Nouri that's gone down. City aren't happy about something. I'm not too sure what it is. Rodri. City not happy about something. That was a great pass from Cancelo through the legs. Perfectly onside there, Sterling. Gets into a good position. He goes down because Raheem Sterling gets ahead of him. Saiss it is. He gets a little hand in the face and chucks himself to the ground because Sterling's in a position where he might have scored. Get up!
There's nothing about a stepping cross.
Is the referee giving a free kick? He can't give a free kick for that.
No.
I think it's still a corner here to City. He's down on the ground. This is pathetic from Wolves. Pathetic. They're definitely looking for the 0-0 and thingy, aren't they? Rodri's being called over for getting in a confrontation with Conor Coady. Both having a word with each other. Rodri's not happy about something. They shake hands. Rodri's definitely not happy about something there. Surely the corner's going to continue here. You can't. This is pathetic.
What is wrong with a modern day football?
It's pathetic. He's gone down like he's been shot. Rodri's got to confronted him. Probably going to tell him how pathetic he is.
Get up, you baby.
And it's embarrassing that I've just seen that head injury from Kilman and Ruben Neves, which was an incredibly serious head injury. And then you've got this big baby here. Look at him. It's like he's on the verge of tears. That is pathetic.
Too pathetic.
Pathetic. City do get the corner.
The only way he's going to go down like that is it.
Oh, that's a great corner.
Raheem Sterling's like, pokes him in the eye, caught his eye. But other than that, that's just ridiculous.
It's just bad. There's a good corner. Diaz tried diving header for it. Laporte got his head onto it and it glanced wide. Anyway, Saiss in front of loads of boos, gives it to Ait-Nouri, who clears the ball long. Adama clatters into Diaz. City get themselves a throw-in. I think big man Diaz there needs to be stronger against Adama. Yes, Adama's built like a real big lad. But in the grand scheme of things there, Diaz is far bigger than what Adama is. Needs to be stronger there. The good news from this game is City have limited Wolves pretty well. Like the counter-attack fear that we've had, it hasn't really, for the first 40 minutes, been on show that much. It's just Wolves have made it very difficult for City to create. There's a bit of lack of movement from City. There's a cynical foul there from Ruben Dias. It's probably going to get him into the book. And will. Clatters through Adama, making sure there's no danger there. And he goes into the book for City there. Tactical foul. Cleaned him out. And Diaz is into the book. It's on BT, this one, Mixed. As nearly Mourtinho gets on the end of it. It's good defending that from Laporte. Laporte just stretching his thigh there. Laporte looked pretty good. He's had his critics this season, but he's looked pretty good in this game. Here is Zinchenko to Grealish. Our attack needs to be smarter. Thank you very much, Mixer. I appreciate it. Here is Jesus. Works it well to the right-hand side. Cancelo gives another good ball over the top towards Sterling. It's got the run of Bernardo. City haven't really found a way of getting Bernardo involved too much. Cancelo's been involved in lots. Not really got Bernardo involved too much yet. And Bernardo's been influential for City at times this season. I'm going to stick to what I said before. I think a goal's enough for City to win this game. We need to make sure we score first. I think that's where that's what opens that space up for City. There's a free kick given there to City. And it's Conor Coady on Jack Grealish. Do you reckon in training all week, you know, like when they get in the gym and they've got to do like a session in the gym every day, do you reckon Jack Grealish just goes to the leg exercise and just works on his calf?
Mm. Yeah, because one of his calves are wider than two of his arms, and both his arms are.
It's ridiculous.
Mm.
His calf are like,
yeah,
they're massive. There's Ederson there. Not had anything to do yet.
they're cold, isn't he?
That's it a few times. Probably his game.
Run up and down the box to keep.
Yeah. So a free kick, more of a crossing position than a shooting position. I mean, it is probably 25 yards out to try and catch the keeper out. Gundogan's going to float it in. It's not a good corner. It's as good as what our corners have been, which has been poor at the best of times. Rodri gets up well and early, wins the header. Headed clear by Wolves. Hacked clear now. Adama gets it under control. Joao Cancelo gives him a little shove in the back. Adama's got nowhere to go. Wolves have to work it backwards. What's on for them? That's the question. Give it to Adama. Adama looks very up for this. Loves playing against City. It's good work from Adama, and he's just flicked by Rodri, and he's going to go into the book now. Knows what he's doing there, Rodri, doesn't he? Trip him up. You ain't going anywhere. Need to be City doing the tactical fouling as much as they get criticised for it. Do you know the best is Fernandinho? Mm. Fernandinho's so good at tactical fouling. He doesn't get yellow cards because he doesn't make it obvious. He looks around, just goes, "Where's the danger?" And before Adama's turned, and there's the danger, he's already on the deck before he's turned because he knows he can turn him. That's what he does. So the referee looks at it and just goes, "He's fouled," but it's nothing more than a foul because it's not a cynical foul. It's smart. And City, if they want to do tactical foul, they need to be a little bit smarter about it. I think City fans are just unhappy a little bit that two of our players have gone into the book, yet Wolves, in the grand scheme of things, have probably been the dirtier team. But why is Jesus not pressing the keeper there? They need to be working harder here, City. Gundogan needs to... Why is he not going for a run there? Here's Grealish. Good work. Gundogan. And it's floated across, and lack of communication. Wolves players aren't talking to each other, are they?
No, I'm surprised they didn't get handball.
Not talking to each other. Mum, hello, thanks for tuning in. It's up to 45 likes. We're nearly halfway to our goal of 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated, everybody. Corner here for Manchester City. We are 1 minute away from going into added on time. I'm expecting there to probably be a fair chunk of added on time here, if I'm honest. So corner comes in from Grealish. It's a good corner, headed clear by Jimenez. Jesus to Zinchenko. Jesus once more. Hello, Mohammed. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh,
That's a great ball. Jesus has touched his arm again.
Oh, I don't think that did. I don't think that did.
Getting frustrated.
I think he's got. That's a great ball, but
It has.
I did, didn't it? Yeah.
It's twice.
Yeah.
It's twice now that Jesus has done that.
From there.
Oh no, it doesn't.
not.
It doesn't. Here, fair credit to Jesus. He has every right to be unhappy. It's not. It's not touched his arm. It looked for all the world like from one angle it did. That looked like it touched his arm then. These camera angles playing tricks. As we're up to 46 likes now, as we do go into added on time. It's 7 minutes added on here. Good work that from Gundogan. And City just start having the luck with the second ball. That's a poor pass from Wolves. Here's Cancelo. And that's a poor ball from Cancelo, which will be mocked up by Ruben Dias. No.
They just did look a bit disarray-ish, just not
nervous.
Yeah.
I can see why Liverpool were frustrated last week.
Yeah.
They dug deep.
That's a free kick.
If I'm Rodri now, I'm telling the referee. Put him in the book. He is going in the book.
Good. Yeah, so
Through peer pressure, he goes into the book. Pep's not happy about that.
I'll just kick the ball over.
Reckon there might be a sending off in this game.
I could have had that.
And he's not within 10 yards.
He's going.
Raul Jimenez is getting sent off. 2 yellow cards in a minute.
Gutted.
And Jimenez has been sent off. It's a red card for Wolves. Jimenez there. What is he doing? What is Raul Jimenez doing? He's not within 10 yards. He's just purposely putting himself in front of the ball to block.
That's really poor.
It's childish. That is really poor. In the last game that Wolves would want to be going down to 10 men. Do you know what? It's a yellow card for a cynical foul. He's all over him.
There's no need to go. He's never going to get.
And we just spoke about, is there going to be a red card? And he's not within 10 yards. What's Jimenez doing there?
Where is he going? Did he honestly think he was going to get away with that? Watch, he sets off running as though his mate's going to pass to him. How as a professional footballer can you honestly think
the
what
referee
you've just done is fine?
John Moss there couldn't believe it. He's like, what's he doing?
What are you doing?
He's in disbelief, just grabbing his boots. Like, what are you doing?
To set off running, waiting for the ball to come back to him.
The Wolves are going down to 10 men.
You get off. We've already got a 7-minute delay. Just come on.
Off you go.
10 minutes now. Come on. Get off.
There we go. Big blowback for Wolves. Jimenez goes down to 10. They're going to park that butt in the second half.
Yeah.
Adama's going to lead the line. Jimenez needs to get off the pitch now. He's slowly just walking, trudging off. He's chucking his gloves on the ground. Chucks his other glove on the... What's he doing? He's like a baby. Sorry, he's chucking his headband on the ground. Just playing to the crowd. He's like a child. Isn't he? He's a grown, grown man.
Yeah.
Applause the fans. If I'm the manager, I'm not patting him there. I'm shouting at him. He's like a baby.
He just cost them. To be fair, I know they've not really done much, but they've been holding on to this game. They've been quite comfortable.
Never gone in the book as well for complaining. A City go on to grab a goal before half time here. What do Wolves do? They're down to 10 men. You're a goal behind in a team that wants to constrict and reduce space with one man leading your line. I think City need to be smart here. Players that are on a yellow card, perhaps contemplate bringing them off at half time. This Wolves team is going to get very tired parking the bus with 10 men. Here's Zinchenko. Give it to Gundogan. He's in space. Does find Gundogan in the end. I think Phil Foden is a player we need here in the second half. Here's Gundogan.
I thought he's injured for him.
It's on the bench.
He doesn't know
I
where
don't
it is.
know where it is. Wolves just hack that clear. I mean, that's just wasted 2 minutes. I had no idea when the half-time whistle's going to go. We've still got, in theory, another 2.5 minutes, but it just took him 2.5 minutes to get off the pitch. Grealish now. Zinchenko, whip this across. Done! Bernardo! Can't sort his feet out. Gundogan! Oh! Couldn't get a clean shot. Couldn't sort the feet out there for City. And it's wide. The last 10 minutes of this game have been very entertaining. Problem is, look how many Wolves have got behind the ball.
Yeah,
they've even got a player on the line.
That's going to be the game. That's going to be the way the game's going to go now.
Yeah.
They're going to play 1-9.
They're just gonna be goalkeeper, 9 defenders, Adama.
1-8-1 because they're
Yeah.
to 10.
That's true, yeah. 1-8-1. Goalkeeper, 8 players behind the ball. Adama, your job is to run.
Just keep running, my mate. Yeah. You're going to launch it, you're going to run. That's how it's going to go.
All the players and all the management and the staff and everything are all going to defend Raul Jimenez and look at it like it's controversy.
You can't.
But I'm just going to say that it's so poor.
I get it. If he's not just had a yellow card, then he's doing it just to waste a bit of time.
That to me is as stupid as Kyle Walker's
It's
in midweek,
ridiculous.
and I wasn't happy with that.
It's
It's
just
childish. It's frustration. It's baby-like.
It
He's
is.
upset at being given a yellow card for his foul.
for a clear yellow card foul. It's not.
Chucked it, and you saw it with his headband, chucking it on the floor, doing that like a baby,
Yeah.
like a child. I bet children with better mannerisms than that. Pathetic.
Well, what's up with them now?
On the deck, City have got the balls.
Keep
Keep hold
on.
of it.
Just
No.
no, man. They just.
No, I'm going to keep hold of the ball. Yeah.
Oh. Wolves under.
Grealish puts it across.
Handball.
Handball! Handball! Grealish is pleading! Referee's not giving it. What?
You give Jesus handball.
What?
Not handball. What's that about? I hope it's not handball because Sterling won't take it. Not the point. He's
Oh,
stick to it. Oh,
that's a massive ball! What?
that's a penalty all day long. They're not even looking at it.
What?
John Motson's lost this game.
What?
How's that not handball?
He leans into it.
They
The
not.
half-time whistle goes
Unbelievable.
VAR.
How
What's the
VAR
point of VAR? What's the point?
He's lost this game. He needs to go and sit in a dark room for 2 minutes.
John Moss needs to be substituted at half-time and get that fourth
He's
official
got
from
away with
last
that. He
week.
knows he has, hasn't he?
Dad says he remembers when I was like that, throwing tantrums.
That's a great. Headband and all.
Throw everything on the floor. I'm not happy about it. That's hilarious. I don't think Ruben Neves will continue. He was the player that went down there. Maybe that's why they were unhappy he didn't put the ball out. Whatever it is, I think John Moss has fully lost control of this game at the moment. In my opinion, that was as clear a handball as any. He leans into it with his arm. Yeah, it's by his side. Just doesn't he though? Doesn't make any attempt to move his arm away from it. He could do this, arms behind your back like that. They're not. They're to the side and just leans into it like that and hits his arm. That to me was handball. That should have been a penalty to Manchester City. As it is, it's frustrating. It's 0-0 still. The advantage is City have got an extra man here. If life isn't difficult enough at the Etihad Stadium playing against a fantastic Manchester City team, you've got to go and do it for 10 men. And Wolves now have got to survive a whole half with 10 men after Raul Jimenez there was put on baby mode there. Threw his toys out of the pram and seen him pick up 2 yellow cards within a minute there. And that could be game-changing come the end of this game. It's going to be very tiresome. Wolves' game plan is going to be very simple for them in the second half. It's going to be a kick and chase game. Adama Traore, you've got lots of running to do because everyone else is going to be camped out in their own half, restricting space for Manchester City. As it is, it's been a very annoying first 45 minutes. Is my summary here really of this game. I have changed. I don't throw my toys out of the pram. Don't do that. Anyway, stats for this game, pretty similar to the stats from last week at Molineux for Wolves against Liverpool. 66.6% possession for City, 33.3% possession, 33.4% possession, for Wolves. Duels won. Wolves have been more dominant in the physical side of things. That isn't of any surprise, considering how physically their approach has been for this game. 63% of duels won for them, with 62.5% of their aerial duels won for this game. More corners for City. 4 corners for City at this moment in time, with 0 for Wolves. In terms of actual creating stuff for City, not been great. 7 shots, 2 on target. Wolves have restricted space really well here for Manchester City. And once more, we refer back to City not signing a striker, where you could do with one of the big lads, City, right in the front of City's attack there, with balls coming in from left, right and centre, to be able to have somebody that's going to get their head onto it or do something to make life difficult for the Wolves defender. As it is, City have got to try and work it around them, and they're just not allowing that space. That's why we've only had 7 shots, 2 on target. Wolves 1 shot, none on target. City's shot accuracy at just below 30% there. City will be looking for that. To me, I'd be quite tempted to possibly move one of the wing-backs further forward. We've tried it a lot with Cancelo getting forward. I'd be telling Zinchenko to be getting forward, cut into the centre, and get one of Grealish or Sterling or Jesus to then drift out wide, stretch that pitch, and get a bit of space that way is what I would potentially be looking for this game. In terms of shots inside the box, 4 for City, 3 outside the box. That's how difficult City have found it to actually work that ball. Wolves, though, 1 shot inside the box, none outside of the box. Wolves haven't really been there in terms of the offence at this moment in time. It's been strictly about City defence against Wolves defence. In terms of the defensive stats, 3 tackles for City, 8 for Wolves. City's tackle completion rate at 66.7%, Wolves at 50%. In terms of clearances, 12 clearances for Wolves, none for Manchester City, and interceptions-wise, it's 8 apiece. In terms of passes, 168 passes for Wolves at a pass completion rate of just under 75%. Manchester City with 328 passes at a pass completion rate of just under 90%. What City needs to be careful of is keeping the head and just continuing to work the ball quickly, one touch go, pressing more, restricting space. And what I want to see, what City have done really well in the Premier League over the last few weeks, is really going at a team and going for it from the off. Go and do that at the start of the second half. Give 10-15 minutes of constant pressure on that Wolves defence, and I'm confident we can at least create maybe 1 or 2 clear-cut opportunities. If we put one of them opportunities away, like we have been doing in the Premier League, then I think that puts us in a pretty decent position. But as Alex says there, slow, lethargic build-up play from City. It's more like Leipzig rather than Watford from last week for City, when City at times were brilliant. City working it out wide, getting the crosses, 13 crosses, connecting with just 23%, which isn't good. Wolves have only managed 2 crosses, connecting with 1 of them crosses, so they're at a cross completion rate of 50%. 7 fouls committed by City with 2 yellow cards, 4 fouls conceded by Wolves. They've had 1 yellow card and also a red card. The yellow card goes to Ruben Neves, and Raul Jimenez, the big talking point, sent off for Wolves. Now, moving on to the scores from around the grounds. There's been a game in the Women's Super League. It's finished Reading Women's 1, Chelsea Women's side 0. Shock there. And in the Championship at half-time, it's currently Huddersfield 1, Coventry... is it Coventry City? Yeah, Coventry City 0. They're the latest from around the ground. So, I've got a bit of half-time entertainment for you guys. Got to go get a bit of refreshment and making things happen. Freshen up, ready for the second half here. Big second half coming up for both Manchester City and Wolves, with lots of talking points, including on the referee, and also that big red card as well for Raul Jimenez in added on time. So today's halftime entertainment is provided by Mixid, my partner channel. Link is in the description if you want to go and subscribe over to him. That'd be much appreciated. This is Mixid providing the Filthy Rich cocktail, which just happened to be his 1,000 subscriber special. So well done there to Mixid. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mixed channel, and today finally we are doing our 1k special cocktail video. And today's 1k special, to celebrate him 1000 subs, it is Filthy Rich, and it's from The Alchemist. It took up preparation, it took practice, and we finally got it here, and I'm proud to present it. So let's make Filthy Rich. So what you want to do is get your Nicanora glass and put in a 1 gold sphere. Because I'll do this in a separate video to make these gold spheres, because it took a lot of practice, this has. Perfect. What you want to do now is, we'll put this to one side. So what you want to do now is get your shaker, put in ice, and this time we're not going to shake it, we're going to be stirring it. So the first thing we're going to shake it, guys, is 20ml, just short of 3/4 of an ounce of Woodford Reserve. So use a smoky or a peaty whiskey. Just an excuse, basically, to use a Woodford Reserve what's left. Perfect. Next is a 30ml or 1 ounce of passion fruit syrup. So what we're doing is building a cocktail to put into our beaker. Next, 50ml or half an ounce of citric acid dilution. Because this is a substitution for your lime juice, your lemon juice and all that. Because it's very clear and it reduces the smokiness that you get with no lime juice when you squeeze it in lemon juice. Because it's very clear. So the final thing to make this cocktail, to make it filthy rich, is a bottle of Moet. As you can see, I've gone for a small one. But to celebrate, I thought I'd buy this, because it will go a little bit more expensive, since it's a bigger video and it's a special occasion. There we go. So 50ml. We've actually got that. So 1.7 out. So 50ml or 1.7 ounce of Moet. Celebrating style. And so get your boss bit and now give it a good stir, 15 seconds to chill it. I'm not too sure why I didn't ask me to shake it, but just following the recipe. Where's the recipe from? It's from The Alchemist. I recommend this because I've never had it before. Filthy Rich. So you can buy it online or from Alchemist, the recipe book. Highly recommend it. So get your strainer now. I'm going to strain into our beaker. Look at that delicious gold colour. As you can see, that is filthy rich. Because we've got a Nicanora with our gold sphere in it. And we've got our cocktail. Because what we're going to do now is to break the sphere and then we'll pour the cocktail over it. Because it's served like this now, because as well as you get a little teaspoon to break the sphere. So let's do it. So let's break the sphere. Perfect. Yep, and now pour our cocktail over it. And there we go, one filthy rich cocktail. And doesn't it look fabulous? What do you guys think of the filthy rich cocktail? Have you ever had it in The Alchemist? But here's to 1k subs and thank you for all your support. This cocktail is for you guys that support this channel. Cheers. How does it taste? Beautiful. Because it's very beautiful. Because the thing you can taste with it is, with the champagne, it gives it that nice crispy taste. But the strongest taste I'm getting is a passion fruit. So it's a bit like a porn star martini. So it has that passion fruit taste with the whiskey. It's just beautiful. That's perfect. It's fruity, it's tasty, and it's crispy. But that, guys, is the Filthy Rich cocktail. Go say thank you. This is our 1K special video, Filthy Rich. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Do leave the comments in the below, as I want to hear from you, or any recommendations for more cocktails that you want to see on the channel, as in the run up to Christmas now. Do you want me to do more Alchemist cocktail recipes, which I'd be happy to do. But that is Filthy Rich Cocktail. I've been Mixed, your host. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixed, as it really does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate support throughout 2021 and over the last 4 years, and this one is for you. Cheers. Here's to 10k.
I am having some technical problems here, so I do apologise. First and foremost, this is extremely hot, so I'm just letting it cool down. This has been happening all game, so I do apologise for that. But as soon as I plug this back in, my live stream momentarily will go back off. So, like I said, I do apologise for that one. But at this moment in time, I'm just letting it cool down. It's semi-warm at this moment in time. I can hold it, which is good. And I was just making sure everything was good to go there with my mic. But thank you very much to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment. Link is in the description if you want to go and follow Mixed. That would be much appreciated. It was very well made from Mixed. A lot of planning and preparation went into that. So yeah, thank you very much to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment. If you want to go and check him out, his link is in the description. Speaking of links in description, you can go and find today's video sponsor, OneFootball. That is in the description below, and also in the live chat if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. That would be much appreciated. Downloading the OneFootball app will keep you up to date with all the latest scores, the latest results, statistics, live league tables, latest football news, transfer news, and all your good footballing needs. It's a free app to download, and downloading OneFootball through my link does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video, and any interactions towards that from you guys would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are aiming here now for 22,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. We are actually closing in on 21,100 subscribers. We are less than 20. We're actually 17 subscribers away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. We are halfway towards my 100 likes, so thanks for pointing that out, King Grealish. And also, yeah, do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this live watch-along. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're now 49 likes away. We're more than halfway towards that goal. So if we could hit that in the second half, that would be grand. That would be brilliant. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. We are nearing in on kickoff here for the start of this second half between Manchester City and Wolves, and what has been a fairly fiery first half there, to no avail for either team to get that first goal. Wolves are down to 10 men in the big talking point, with Jimenez sent off for being a baby. And of course we had the injury to both Ruben Neves and also to Kilman as well with the head injuries, but they both stayed on. So there we go. Stop. Okay. Right. So, second half, players are out. City attacking from right to left. Wolves attacking from left to right. Right, Suits, come on out. No, out. Out. As we do have kickoff here for the second half. Right, I'm going to go and plug my laptop back in as the percentage is dropping down. Hopefully we can get that back up, and this will go extremely warm, so I will probably have to keep stopping and continuing. I do apologise for that one, so I'm just going to go and plug that back in just a moment, because Cancelo dinked the ball in. Jesus has got the ball in the penalty area. No real space. He gets a shot away, and it's just wide from Jesus. Right, we're back. Corner it is to Manchester City. City have worked it. Cancelo, about 30 yards out, has to give it to Sterling. He's lining that up for a shot. Dinks it to Bernardo. He's getting across and it's towards the goal. And the goalkeeper can collect it under pressure from Gabriel Jesus there. And no avail there for City. So there we go. All sorted. So no. For either team, my thing stopped charging again, which is brilliant news. Right, we're back in business. Do apologise, but we're back in business. Here's Adama running at the City defence. Zinchenko should be able to deal with that and gets the ball. Ball slowing down, but Ederson does get there. So, no real problems there for City. Here is Joao Cancelo now for Manchester City. Real movement ahead of him. Rodri works it nicely to Bernardo Silva. Nice little knockdown with his head. Running with the ball. Get City to the edge of the Wolves penalty area. Wolves just camped inside their own penalty area. Cancelo dinked one beautifully to Sterling. It's squared across and a good bit of defending from Wolves and out of play for a corner to Manchester City. This is good from Manchester City. Really good stuff. Sterling. Cancelo whips it deep. Rodri knocks it down. Jesus. The shot comes in and it's deflected and out of play for another corner. It is going to be a constant barrage from City. Good block that from Conor Coady and out of play for another corner to City. That's a poor corner from Gundogan and headed clear as stat just come out then that Wolves haven't conceded from a set piece this season so far. Here is Cancelo, Gundogan, Rodri. Good work that from City. Rodri's not really got anywhere to go. He gets a tackle and out of play. Another corner to Manchester City. Here is Cancelo. Gundogan takes the ball. Rodri will whip this in. That's a great ball to the back post. Jesus can control it. He's got Tillman for company. Not really got anywhere to go. Deflected up. Neves can hack this clear over his head. Zinchenko's up against Adama. Zinchenko does well there. City get possession. This is good stuff from City. Here is Sterling now. Fancies a run at Neves. Gives it to Bernardo. There's an overlap of Cancelo to be used if he wants him. He doesn't. Gives it to Zinchenko. He wants to go for a cross. It's deflected up. He's all over Jesus there, Kilman. Grealish now gives it to Rodri. Has a shot and it's well blocked from Wolves. This is a barrage from Manchester City right now. Here is Cancelo now. Fancy's taking on Ait-Nouri. And another corner for Manchester City. I'll quickly plug this back in. Hopefully it'll start charging. And we're back in business. Hopefully it can hold for longer than a minute like it did. Here's Cancelo towards Bernardo. Grealish now. Zinchenko. Give it to Cancelo. He's in acres of space. Cancelo drives it across and out for another corner here to Manchester City. The problem is we're not doing anything from these corners. Get Zinchenko on the corners. He delivers a good corner. Anyway. There we go. Here's Jack Grealish. Gundogan. Cancelo.
Sterling's loads of space. Why didn't scream for that ball?
He gets the ball now. Have a shot, Raz. What's he doing?
Shooting.
That is true. Wolves just part. Even Adama.
Exactly.
Adama there. Yeah. They can't continue like this for 45 minutes. He has, yeah, he's come out. Fair enough. Sterling whips it in towards Laporte. He controls it. Bernardo. See, we've got lots of technical players. We've not got players with long ranges in them.
No.
What I'd do to have Neves for us right now with a long range. That's a good ball across, headed clear. Here's Bernardo. This is pressure and a half. Here's Sterling. You sense it might be coming. Grealish now. He's around.
Oh, he should have put that across, I think.
Gundogan. You need to get Foden. Needs someone left-footed on that left-hand side. 47 likes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat. Here's Cancelo on the right-hand side. The ball is firmly camped inside the Wolves half now. How long can Wolves hold for? That's the question. Backs against the wall. It's a heavy pass. Cancelo still gets it towards the near post, and Jesus gets ahead of the defender. He wanted a corner. Referee says no. No, I think it's just Jesus is looking to put pressure on. There's a heavy pass from Bernardo. He's off balance, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. It's 50-50 on that one, isn't it? No City players are inside the box. And Wolves just levered it. Why is the keeper not levered that clear? Why is left it? I have no idea. They've just knocked it on.
City. 3 other players behind the ball.
I have no idea. No idea.
Who's come up with that tactic?
That is weird.
They might as well just push up and they'll have the keeper.
Oh, it's a great run from Sterling. Go on, Raz. He goes down.
I don't want a penalty.
Penalty given. Penalty given. It's a weak one, I feel. Against Raheem Sterling. Oh, has he? Oh, no, he's giving a goal. Oh, no! It looked like you were pointing to the spot. Great run. He's pulling in. I think he's giving a goal kick rather than a penalty. It is a goal kick. We would have missed a penalty anyway. So I'll get too excited about that. Wolves fancy themselves coming forward. Here's Adama. What help has he got? He's got Nelson Semedo ahead of him. Dendoncker then gives it to Neves. Joao Mourtinho has been very ghost-like in this game, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Neves dinks a ball over. Zinchenko will win that header and just give it back to Ederson. And there's the possession for Manchester City. And it's Philip Foden that is going to come on. What's that tactic they were looking at there?
I didn't see it.
That's a great ball. Grealish, great touch in the penalty area. Can't get it across. This match might just suit Riyad Mahrez, you know. He's an incredibly accurate winger when it comes to his shooting at times, isn't he? Here's Cancelo. It's a deep ball. It's a great ball! Oh, it's a great ball! We finally beat the keeper and it's Conor Coady! Semedo wins the header. Headed clear by Wolves. They want a free kick. They get a free kick. That's weak. That's great defending.
It'll be one of them days.
Oh! Finally, Gundogan gets the header clear. Conor Coady's there to win that header. It's a good bit of defending. Well read that from Conor Coady. A good player, Conor Coady. You remember our conversation about players that Newcastle need to target to get a spine there? Conor Coady, I'd probably chuck in that list. So it's Gundogan coming off, Foden coming on. City looking for the attack here. Of course, with them being down to 10 men, that's no surprise that City are going for that. So important City win this game, I feel. Cancelo just looks like he's going to make something happen.
Who did play during
Leeds.
At home.
At home. That should be a good game. Two complete different opposites. Got one team that will take the game to us and look to attack, maybe much to their dismay, and yet you've got another team that's we're part of the bus. So Conor Coady's getting a word in from John Moss, the referee today. Yeah, I'm not going to agree with that comment that Liverpool's system's better than City. City, a weak team. Liverpool have a better system. Not going to agree with that. When we're going up against Wolves, I mean, look at what Liverpool put Divock Origi's 94th minute winner to break this down, didn't it? I wouldn't rule out something similar here
today. Yeah, like you, I think you've got a goal in the next 10. You're probably looking. You could end up with 3 or 4. If not, yeah, you could be right. You could be ending up with last minute.
I think
they're a tough team to beat. They've been.
You can see it. The average less than a goal a game scored and less than a goal a game conceded as well.
Yeah.
But them going down to 10. If they were to take a pick on a player going down to 10, getting sent off, they'd be happy for it to be the player playing furthest forward.
Yeah, of course he would. Yeah.
As Bernardo Silva crosses it in towards Foden, Zinchenko has a shot and it's saved by the keeper. I'm confident if City can keep this up for the next half an hour, we'll get a goal. Might be a deflection, it might be an own goal, a mistake, something stupid. I'm not sure, but I'm confident we can get this goal if we can keep this up. Here's Cancelo bringing it forward for City. Here's Raheem Sterling. Now that's a good tackle. That's a good tackle from Cancelo. Here's Sterling then. The overlap of Cancelo to be used. Whips it across and going anywhere. And keeper fists it into one of his defenders and somehow Wolves can clear their lines. Here is... Oh, it's a great tackle from Laporte on Adama and City get the ball back. This is relentless for Wolves. I mean, Wolves aren't even using energy. They're literally just camped in their final third, making sure City have no space. That is their game right now. That's a good disguised leave from Phil Foden to Zinchenko. Here is Grealish now. Zinchenko whips it to the back post. Sterling's going to win it, and it's Bernardo, I think it might have been, that won that header, and it's straight into the arms of the keeper. Right, guys, don't forget, subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. 22k subscribers, that is the aim now. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well if you are enjoying this live watch-along. It's going to be relentless from Manchester City, I feel, for the next half an hour to try and win this game. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're 46 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat if you want to go and download OneFootball. Bernardo's into space, squares it across, and Wolves once again have another player there ready to make something happen. This is an exciting game where City just huffing and puffing. We need to blow the house down. 31 minutes and counting remaining. Rodri bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. Here is Raheem Sterling now into the penalty area. Knocks it past 8 now. Can he do anything? The answer is no. It's out of play, and I think it's out of play for a goal kick has been given. City trying to make something happen, and it's just not happening right now. I'd get Mahrez on. Not for the sake of your bet, but Sterling probably be the man I'd take off, or Grealish. So they've got 2 players, Wolves, deeper than the ball. The keeper's going to knock this long. What's the odds on this falling to Man City? Zinchenko wins the header. Rodri wins the header. And there's the ball given away. Yeah. And here go Wolves again. Park the bus. Cancelo bringing it forward. Bernardo. Cancelo once more. I remember them under Nuno. They used to defend deep and defend well then, but they used to have an attacking finesse about them. Doesn't seem to be there, does it? No. It just looks like we're happy to sit here and hope. Rodri's in space! He's in space!
It's too late now.
Cancelo might have a shot, and it's deflected, and Neves can bring it
Defend,
away,
feel
and
alive,
they're just going to chuck everything and anything. I mean, the counter attack might become an option later on. There's Adama here. He's got
so quick.
I'd just leave him. He's got nowhere to go. Got nothing to do. This is one of them frustrating games where everyone's saying Haaland. Haaland likes to work off the edge of the defender, work around the space. There isn't any space. This game suits a technical player that will go out there and find a little bit of space
this type
where
of
there is none.
Would suit maybe a Harry Kane or something. Going to go out, get the ball, and do something with it. He can
Drop
shoot
deeper.
from long distance.
Yeah.
As well.
Long ranger.
Like you say, Haaland's in and around the box. He doesn't. He's not that type of. That's why I
He
think.
plays off the defence.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes I don't think he'd be suited in Premier League. You know.
La Liga he would.
La Liga, he'd have a field day.
High lines everywhere.
Yeah. You get frustrated with that, wouldn't you? Because he
Sounds really controversial, but you can't help but think someone like Harry Kane would suit City's system better.
I think he would. I do, honestly. I believe he would.
And with his form, surely that price tag's dropping every day.
Of course it is. He knows
He still knows where the back of the net is, doesn't he? You don't just
he's
leave
still going to
that.
score you 20 plus goals a season.
Here's Rodri then. This is relentless work from City, winning the ball back. Well worked. Sterling gets it under control. Give it to Cancelo. Backs himself against eight now, whatever. However you say his name, he's defended so
He
well.
hasn't. He's there all the time.
So well. I compare that with Nelson Semedo, who's nowhere to be seen, likes to try and get forward. Corner, Foden takes. That's a good corner, and it's just over the head of Bernardo Silva. Grealish works hard to get hold of the ball for City. It's good work. Come on. Foden now gives it to Bernardo. Handball!
Handball!
Penalty!
Now.
Penalty City for handball! They can't believe it. He said it's hit here. Mourtinho said it's not hit his arm.
If they VAR this now and he's got it wrong, the referee, he needs to be dropped to division for a while, doesn't he? Because he's a few now.
Mourtinho's insistent
He's
it's hit
insisted
there.
it's underneath.
So I don't think it's hit his arm if he's insistent. Let's have a look.
I think it has.
I don't need to see a still shot of that. VAR are having a look at it. It looks like it's hit here, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
Looks like it's hit here. It's hit here.
Yeah, it's under his elbow.
Under
It's
his
under
arm.
elbow,
Yeah.
Between his elbow and his armpit.
His arm. Why is his arm here?
Yeah,
This to me is handball.
It's a penalty.
That to me is handball.
It is. It is.
That's to me needs
What's
to
his
zoom
arm up
in.
there anyway? His arm doesn't need to.
It does look like it. It looks like it's. Is it hit here? Why is his arm here? That's the question. They're getting all the angles of it.
From there, it looks like it hit his rib cage.
Yeah, but it was like the handball before, where
Yeah,
I said
it's
it's
a
convinced
difficult
it's handball,
one. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden it says no.
He's adamant.
So
No, he's going to be adamant.
Mourtinho's adamant,
Oh,
and
look
the
at that!
referee.
Look at that! Watch. Watch.
Does it ping up and hit his arm then?
Could, yeah, maybe.
That's
It's hit his body first.
I'm not sure this has hit his arm. You know,
Looking at it now from that angle,
looks
it's
like
slow
it's hit
motion.
here,
Yeah, it looks like he hit the top of his rib.
here
cage.
rather than here. Looks like it's hit here.
Yeah.
Penalty. Yeah, it stands.
Stick.
That's a surprise. I'm not sure on that. I think Wolves
But hard done by
are
that.
hard done by there. I thought the sending off was definitely a sending off, but a penalty is given here, and I didn't think that was a penalty.
Mourtinho's furious, isn't
Mourtinho is furious. It's Sterling! Come on, Rain!
he? Just need another 4 goals.
Oh, no! Right, come on, Raz! Oh, they're giving this Gundogan or
Green
Jesus
tick on that bet.
or Rodri or somebody. It's
Oh, where are you taking
Sterling.
it?
It's seen your bet.
I've rang him before.
Rang him before, but Sterling. Pep Sterling.
Pen, you're on it. Rang Pep.
Come on, Raz.
No, what
Oh,
What
it's
a
brilliant
penalty.
for Raheem Sterling. Just tucks it into the middle of the... No pace. Just side foots it down the middle. The keeper commits. 1-0 Manchester City lead. Mourtinho's furious. And City lead here at the Etihad, and it's Raheem Sterling. It's a confident penalty. That is a player with confidence. Look at him run off. Look at his smile. It means everything.
2 months ago, he'd have never took that because his confidence was that bad. He
That
got
low.
a few goals and he started to play a lot more. And he's
Not only is he confident enough to step up, he's confident enough to just pass it down the middle.
Yeah, just straight down the middle.
He's
Wait
confident
for the
enough to
people
go.
commit.
There you go. You're moving. In it goes. Raheem Sterling, confidence. And the keeper knows.
He's gone once
And look at that from Sterling. He knows. He
got
knows.
a bit of a point to prove, hasn't he?
Yes. Get in, Raz. 1-0 Manchester City lead. Wolves very hard done by there. The problem with VAR they've had here is it has to be conclusive. It has to be clear and obvious. It needs to be obvious that that's not hit his arm, and I just don't think they're convinced that it has or hasn't. That we go back to what you were saying, though, Dale. What's his arm doing up here?
Well, he shouldn't be up there, should it? Let's be honest.
You're giving the referee a reason. Traore's
His
off.
arms are down.
Hwang
Yeah.
Hee-Chan's
His
on.
arms are down by his side. It hits him, then I reckon he's not going to get. It's not going to be given. But because his arms up there, he's got no reason to be up there.
Yeah. Here's Sterling now, man with the goals. That's one tick. What you need it then, just 3-1.
Wolves are not going to score, are they?
I would say the most likely scenario is City go on to get a second and a third, and then a consolation when City turn it off. You know, when they just switch off and go, right, okay, we're done.
The Wolves don't look like they've got a goal in them. They were playing.
How much do you want for that? It's
66
It's
quid.
doable.
Yeah.
Mate, it's doable.
I'd be upset that I didn't put a 10 in. With 660 quid.
It's just an outside and just pluck it out. I agree. That one in the first half was much more of a penalty than that one. Much more.
Yeah, I agree.
Foden now. Good work from Philip.
I agree with that.
Oh, heavy touch there. Does well to get the pass, though. It's been a good game, this. Here's Diaz. Gives it to Cancelo. Foden now. Sterling. Sterling once more. Gives it to Cancelo. Dinks it behind and nothing of it coming to fruition there for City. Right, guys, do remember, if you are new around here, please do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 22,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well if you did enjoy this video. We're aiming for 41 more likes now. 100 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link at the top of my description and also in the live chat. I'm not going to rule out Wolves. Only takes one moment for them to come forward. This stinks of a Manchester City working hard all game, getting that penalty, scoring that penalty. They're down to 10 men. Stinks of them just coming forward and doing something. We need that killer second goal. Sterling now. Great ball! Great! Oh, Smith!
How's he missed that?
Oh, Jack. That should have been the second. Great run from Jack. Great ball from Sterling.
Oh.
He's there. I can't even say it's just
He's
in
under
front
it.
of him.
Under
He's
it.
there. And he just lets the momentum carry it and puts it over. That was the opportunity. Oh, that was the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Aymeric Laporte then. Chin up, Jack. Get the next one away. No one will remember that then. Here's Ruben Dias. Manchester City. Diaz once more. Grealish is the new Sterling. Yeah, look at the confidence. Raheem Sterling's just scored his 100th Premier League goal. So congratulations there to Raheem Sterling. Speaking of 100, Ederson's aiming for his 100th clean sheet for Manchester City today. I do know what you mean, yeah. A striker would cause a nuisance and allow more space for our wide players to do more, like for Jack Grealish. Here is Zinchenko then, coming forward. Grealish now. Gives it to Zinchenko, as nearly finds Jack Grealish. Good idea that from City, just not quite the execution. And the problem that Wolves have got with one up top is if it's not pinpoint accurate, the ball's just given away. And I think City are just happy for the next 19 minutes to play it like this, because the second you feel like it's just round the corner. Grealish tries to back heel it. Bernardo! Great save from Sarr! Jesus! To Bernardo, he's got half a yard, and it's out for a corner. It's a good save that from the keeper. Oh. Here's Zinchenko. Put one in, Zinchenko. Done! Oh, it's a great ball, and it's cleared. And out for another corner to Manchester City. His ball's in. I think Zinchenko's our best crosser. Him and Cancelo. Yeah. A really good save from Sarr. Keeps Wolves in the game. You fancy if City get a second, probably will be that. Foden. A good ball, and it's just about headed clear. Ruben Dias was competing for it there. Now headed back across, and I don't think Bernardo's going to get there. The keeper spills it, and Semedo needs to get this one clear. He's impressed, and does well to get a throw in there against Ruben Dias. Will survive. Keeper's blinded. It's a good save with his feet. Really good save from Sarr. As Jack Grealish does come off and looking up to get his goal. I just felt like Jack Grealish was just starting to grow into the game then. Yeah. But it's KDB that will come on. And that'll probably mean Foden going on the left wing and KDB going probably through the middle. Let's see what KDB can do for the next 17 minutes. Here's Laporte. Laporte's had a real good game for City today. Zinchenko now looks like he means business. Taking every opportunity with Cancelo on the right-hand side with Walker on the bench. Zinchenko with a good performance. Here is Cancelo with the ball. Rodri. KDB stretched the pitch here if he wants to be used. City not using him yet, as Foden has gone on the left-hand side. KDB's the option there. Give it to him. Here is KDB. Tries to thread a pass through, and it's intercepted and out of play for a throw into City. Here's Sterling. Gives it to Cancelo. That's a good disguised pass. Jesus is in space and works it across, and the shot goes in. It's safe from the keeper, and the flag goes up for offside. It did look like it made the run just slightly early there, Jesus. As we go into the final 15 minutes of this game, he was offside there, Jesus, so good decision that from the linesman. Oh, wow. Lots of stats coming out. City are 1 goal away from scoring 500 goals under Pep Guardiola. Here's Ruben Dias with the ball for City. Cancelo. Gives it to KDB. He finds Sterling. He has to turn. Keep it down the right-hand side. We look good. What a test this is for the Wolves' defence. Gets no easy with De Bruyne coming on. Here's Zinchenko now with the ball. Right, guys, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description and in the live chat. One Football will keep you up to date with all the latest football news, transfer news, as well as latest scores, results, statistics, live league tables, and all your good footballing needs. It's a 3 app to download, so go and download One Football. Use my link, which will take you to the download page to download One Football. Any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Here's Bernardo Silva now coming forward with the ball. It's a good interception that from Kilman, though, and Wolves can look to try and come forward. Let's not forget it, City are only 1 up here as the tackle comes in from Foden. They've still got a player forward here, Wolves, albeit he's got no support whatsoever, and a tackle comes in. De Bruyne wanted to throw in there for City. Must have taken the deflection from Hwang-Hee-Chan after the ball had gone out of play. And so Wolves keep hold of possession here. Don't forget also to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. We're now 40 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. We've got less than 15 minutes, so if we could do that, then that would be fantastic. Do leave a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 22k subscribers. We're very close to 20,100 subs. 21,100 subs now. So any help towards that would be brilliant. And that's intercepted. We're actually less than 20 subscribers away from 21,100. So if we could hit that in the next 24 hours or so, then that would be fantastic. Here is Rodri now. Nice pass in the channel to Jesus, who drops deeper. Feeds it into Bernardo. City can come away with the ball. Here's Zinchenko. Gives it to Ruben Dias. City camped inside the Wolves half. That's a nasty challenge on Rodri. City come forward with the ball, though, as the advantage is played. Here's Foden to try and get one across. I think the referee will go back to that now and hand out the yellow card. Dendoncker it is, who just nods and accepts that he's going to get the yellow card there. He's just, lunges, he's late. The yellow card every day of the week. And Dendoncker goes into the book. Has no complaints there. Hopefully Rodri's okay. He's holding his foot. Don't think he needs treatment.
That's on pole tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Hamilton second. Lando Norris third and Sergio Perez fourth.
Where's the other Mercedes one?
Bottas is in sixth.
Wow. He managed to set the quickest lap.
Just by.
Wow. Well, we're in for a race and a half tomorrow, aren't we? Anyway.
Hamilton is 0.5 at 1 second slow.
Wow. Doesn't really mean anything, that, because you could just... Got enough battery to see it through, I think. Oh, we're back in business. Don't worry about that one. There we go. All done. We've only got 11 minutes left of play. Should have 11 minutes of power in this. 78%. Should have a good half an hour, really. See me through. Here's Diaz then. Gives it to Cancelo.
4.3 with 0.371 seconds. So not a great deal in it.
No. The first lap.
Mercedes opening second. Well, it's good penalty, aren't they? Changing it.
That's great pass from De Bruyne. And nearly a great finish from Jesus. It's a great save from Sarr in goal. There's a big hand onto it. That was just being going to be buried in the bottom corner. It's a great save from the keeper. Lots of power. My only criticism there of Jesus, I'd have probably gone up rather than low down, as the keeper was crouched, ready for something at the near post. Corner it is, though, for City. That's a good ball! And it's another good save. Header came in from Rodri this time, and Sarr's there again. Sarr's had a really good game. Him and Ait-Nouri, however you say his name, at left back. them two have had really good games for Wolves. And actually, defensively, they look pretty good. It's a free kick. And Cancelo's now into the book for pulling Hwang Chu. Or Hwang Chi? I can't remember his name. Anyway, he's in the book. And Neves won't see the 90 minutes and he comes off. And it's Trincao that comes on for Wolves. So Wolves play a ball in. And a bit of a hesitation there from Ederson. And like I said, it's just at 1-0. You've got to be careful. Be careful. I'm sure you're hoping for a flurry of goals, Dale.
It's not happening.
I don't see there being 3 goals before time.
Wolves can score now.
You want Wolves to score, sit deep, City get that goal. That's the only hope, really. As Sterling gives it to De Bruyne, gives it to Jesus.
It's too far.
Yeah. The chances just...
Should have gone back to Sterling, I think.
Yeah. Do you know what? Too much heavy pass from De Bruyne.
It was, yeah.
He's just not quite there, is he, Kevin, yet? Injuries have hurt him pretty bad, haven't they?
Yeah, City always seem to rush him back as well, don't they?
He's just so important. I think this season more than ever, I'd say he's not needed as much at City. For the midfield power that we've got.
Bigger league and Champions League games, wouldn't you? Then playing
in, heavy from De Bruyne again, and out of play for a goal kick.
Does he really need to be playing in the game like that? Well, his tackles going in and it could be.
I think they're just trying to get him back up to full fitness. I think the deem that he's fit. Just getting him going, isn't it?
Big game.
Some good games there, to be honest. We're on Tuesday, we go.
That's not what's.
Keep an eye on that Arsenal away. And I think the free kick's been given, yeah. Anyway, guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link in the description below and also in the live chat. As we're nearing in on full time here at the Etihad Stadium. Wolves will overcommit pretty soon, because I reckon it'll probably come with a few minutes remaining. Already there's starting to be more and more gaps which are being exploited by City. As Semedo looks to come forward. That's good work from Bernardo, but Semedo does well and gets hold of the ball. Gets it into the centre. Not really got anywhere to go, so Ait-Nouri gives it to Dendoncker. Back on the left-hand side again. To get themselves back into position. I feel like this is a very important 6 minutes of Man City's season. And keep hold of the 3 points here that we've got. Sends us 4 points clear of Liverpool, 4 points clear of Chelsea, with both them needing to win really today. And pressure's on them. I think City are going first again on Tuesday night. So it's always difficult when you're behind a team and they're going first. I thought the referee had given a free kick. He doesn't. Instead, City can come away with the ball. Here's Cancelo. The problem Wolves have got now is they will overcommit. Chasing that equaliser leaves them vulnerable to a second goal.
Yeah, what we've done by bringing Traore.
I'm not sure.
And bringing him on that other guy.
No.
Because he can score some goals. And it's like they just give up on Traore to score.
You do feel
had
like
Traore with him up front and just gone for it. What's they got to lose? It's daft, isn't it? I don't get that mentality sometimes. Why have they gone more defensive now? You're losing.
I think it's just a hold because you've worked hard in the first
if you
half.
go for it and you lose 2-0, then at least you've got.
The likely story is you're going to sit deep. You're going to lose anyway.
Yeah,
you lose
you might as
1-0.
well go for it.
You've done the job to get to half time. You've had a player sent off, gamble and go
because
for
at
it.
1-0, if you get that one goal, then you go deep again.
Yeah.
And you sat on a point then, aren't you, instead of...
Wolves' final change. Last throw of the dice. Dendoncker's going to come off and Podence is going to come on. Dendoncker's not really been involved in this game too much either. Really is the last throw of the dice, really, this for Wolves. 4 minutes and counting remaining here. Barcelona. And that'll be a throw into City. That's poor from Wolves. At times they've been very poor, and then at times have covered space and defended really well. I don't know whether to dish out praise or criticise. Bit of both. Thoughts on Foden and Grealish. Grealish should have grabbed himself a goal. Foden came off from the bench. Just coming back, isn't he, from an injury? So, yeah, I can't really comment. I mean, to me, the standout players today for Manchester City, I mean, Sterling's grabbed himself a goal. I mean, it's them key moments, isn't it? Like, if Sterling misses that penalty, I refer back to, like, the big opportunities and being clinical. Well, Sterling at that crucial moment was clinical, so deserves praise for that. I think Laporte's had a very good game. Diaz has had a very good game at the back. Cancelo's had a really good game in trying to make things happen. I think our defence has looked pretty good. Zinchenko's looked pretty good today. Don't think our midfield and attack's been fully on it, if I'm honest. But it's been difficult. It's difficult because Wolves don't allow you any space. So the only players that have any real space are players at the back. That's a great ball from Ederson to Cancelo, and City can come away with it. 2 minutes to go, so we're going to add it on time. Here's KDB. Feeds the ball well into Zinchenko. He gets it across to Phil Foden, and he gets a shot, and it's well saved from the keeper. Ball comes forward now for Wolves. This is where City needs to be careful. A few players sitting on yellow cards. That's a good tackle, that, from Cancelo, who's one of them players on a yellow card. And here's KDB now with the ball. Cancelo bombing forward. Jesus. I don't think Jesus has any interest in giving that to Cancelo, and he's tackled. It's played into space, and Sterling's going to pick his pocket. Have a shot, Raz. And does. And trying to look for the dip there. Not quite there. And it's into the hands of the goalkeeper. I think Sar's looked very good in goal for Wolves today. I actually think players like Conor Coady has had a very good game. I think Tillman's had a pretty good game. I actually thought Traore looked very lively for Wolves. I don't get why they took him off. But...
No, I don't get that logic.
No. There we go. They did. And the rest, as they say, is history. As we're nearing in on added time here. Bernardo Silva to Zinchenko. Neil said KDB. There's KDB. The brothers are on the pitch. Laporte now gives it to Diaz. Laporte once more. Don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. We're 39 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do go and subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball, link at the top of my description, and also in the live chat. As we're into added time here now, it's going to be 4 minutes added on. So 4 minutes here for Wolves to try and find an equaliser, and 4 minutes here for City to perhaps try and double their lead and kill this game. And that's a good pass. Cancelo picks up the loose ball. Leave it for Sterling. He squares it across. And there's Foden. It's a great block from Kilman. Great block. Keeps Wolves in it. Wolves have defended so well. just as I've said at half time, defensively, it's just not there.
No, they just need that out and out goal scorer, don't they?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's just link-up play.
Yeah.
Getting it from defence and midfield that are sitting deeper into attack.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
That's the next step.
Midfielder.
Kilman now with the ball. Dribbling past Phil Foden. Great play, and Wolves can have the ball and have a bit of space. It's Ait-Nouri now. Where's Cancelo's an overlap? Wolves. Good ball. Oh, what a save from Ederson. All game.
Furious. He's not happy.
Kilman there just ran forward, gets his head onto it, and Ederson makes a massive save. It's the first thing they've done in the game. It's the 92nd minute. And they nearly get an equaliser. It's a great save. It's a good header. It's a great save from Ederson.
Is it their first chance, surely?
They've done nothing all game.
They just defended.
They've literally just defended all game. Corner for Wolves, sending everyone forward. Surely their tactic. Who's taking the corner? And it's not a bad ball, and Ederson collects it for City there. Kilman again, it was trying to win that ball. Oh, hanging on. Just hit
him, did he? I don't think.
Still 2 minutes left of this game. This has been a very good game. I've enjoyed this game. What are Wolves doing? Why are they sitting deep again? What are they doing? Press. Make something happen. BT Sport give Raheem Sterling the man of the match. I'm going to match him. He's getting my JSGC man of the match. It looks like his goal is the goal that's going to win it for Manchester City today. Cool as you like from the penalty spot. As Wolves get themselves a throw in, 90 seconds to go. Probably, time for one more chance. Why are they taking the time? What are they doing? What are they doing?
I don't get it.
I don't get that from Wolves. Urgency. You're losing 1-0. There's a minute to go. He's going to lose the ball. Good tackle from Cancelo. I just don't get that.
I don't get that.
Good play from Wolves. Can they muster up one more opportunity? 1 minute to go here. A good pass here into space. Good work. City need to be careful. They need to be careful. That's good work from Zinchenko. Get it clear. Time for one last chance from Wolves. They've got a bit of urgency now with 40 seconds to go. He's going to be tackled in now.
Give it to him.
Ball from De Bruyne. Should be picked up here from Cancelo. It is. Here's De Bruyne now. Gives it to Cancelo on the right-hand side. You would think that's going to be that.
No,
De Bruyne gets it across. And get up, Kevin.
He looks...
Oh, how's he got that? And puts it across. And
he looks really sluggish, De Bruyne, doesn't he?
He just doesn't look himself.
No, he doesn't.
Like he's not fit.
It looks like he's struggling to run and stuff. Right,
last chance. Win. Added on time on added on time.
That's the one.
And there's the full-time whistle. It's 1-0 to Manchester City. I think what Boy Racer says there, they just look so tired there, Wolves. That's their reason for no urgency. It's just been chasing shadows all game. They've sat deep, they've held firm. Resistance broken open through it. Let's say a dodgy penalty from Manchester City in the circumstances that were given. To me, more of a penalty with that shot from Foden that was well brought from Kilman that hit his arm. Or that one in the first half that to me looked stone wall that ended up not being a penalty and given. But other than that, good from Manchester City. We scored that penalty in that crucial moment where that opportunity was there to put the ball into the back of the net. We did that. 3 points, that's all that matters. We're 4 points clear now at the top of the Premier League. Over to Liverpool, over to Chelsea. If they don't win their games, there's daylight there for Manchester City. We're at home again in midweek. We've got Leeds United on Tuesday night. We're playing before everyone else again. So we've got another opportunity to really put the squeeze and put the pressure onto everyone else. Well done to Ederson. It's his 100th clean sheet for Manchester City. Big congratulations to him. We do have to wait another day for Pep Guardiola to get his 500th goal for Manchester City. But still, job done. 1-0 Manchester City. We move on to our next game against Leeds. what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're just going to go through the stats for this game, and then we're going to end the live stream there, and I'm going to get my review video out for you guys, which will be up hopefully within the next hour and 10 minutes or so. And then we'll be back again for some more Manchester City content coming up for you guys to look forward to, including transfer updates. Got all the latest on Erling Haaland and Dusan Vlahovic that I want to speak about. We've got preview coming up for that Leeds game, and of course a live watch along on Tuesday evening where we'll be going live at 7:30 PM GMT for that game. So we're going to go on to the stats for this game. So, just getting the stats up for you guys. Adama Traore voted man of the match according to One Football. Don't know how they come to that conclusion, but there we go. So, 71% possession for Manchester City, 29% for Wolves. Duels won by Wolves, 58% compared with 42% for Manchester City. 50-50 in the aerial duels, 1 offside for City and none for Wolves. And 14 corners in the end for Manchester City and 1 for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 24 shots from City, 10 on target, 1 goal from the penalty spot. Not clinical Manchester City, but when that opportunity was there, when that pressure was there, Sterling stepped up, man of the moment, 3 points, that's all that matters. Wolves, 3 shots, 2 on target. They came from them corners, literally done nothing all game up until the 92nd minute. But there we go, we held firm, and Ederson gets that clean sheet, that 100th clean sheet for Manchester City, so a big congratulations to him. In terms of defensive stats, 10 tackles for Manchester City at an 80% tackle completion rate. Spot on. 14 tackles from Wolves at a very impressive 64% tackle completion rate. More clearances for Wolves, none for Manchester City. That's how much Wolves have come forward. We've had to make no clearances. 28 for Wolves, and interceptions 11 for Manchester City and 18 for Wolverhampton Wanderers. In terms of distribution, 305 passes for Wolves at a pass completion rate of 74%. Manchester City was 746 passes at a pass completion rate of 91%. That's sending off pretty crucial in allowing Man City more space to pass the ball, work the ball and get that pass completion rate up. 33 crosses put in by City at a cross completion rate of 24%. 4 from Wolves at a cross completion rate, very impressive, 75%. And in terms of discipline, 12 fouls conceded by City with 3 yellow cards. 5 by Wolves with 2 yellow cards, and of course that red card for Raul Jimenez. So there we go, they're the stats, they're my thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the game, or let me know in the live chat whilst we are still live. Just going to go through my outro, then I'm going to crack on with my review video for this game. So if you have enjoyed this video, do make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming now for 22k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. We're still pushing for 100 likes. If we could hit that in the post-production, that'd be great. We're 38 likes away. So if you're watching this and you haven't already, please do leave a thumbs up. Any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, One Football. Link at the top of my description and in the live chat. One Football will keep you up to date with all the latest football news and transfer news, the latest scores, statistics, live league tables, all my information that I provided for you guys pre-build up to this match, and also during the match and post after this match have all been provided by One Football, today's video sponsor. Link in the description and at the top of and also in the live chat too if you want to go and download One Football using my link. That would be much appreciated. It does help to support the future content created here on my channel, and also gives you the best footballing app out there in my opinion in One Football. It's a free app to download, so what's not to like? I've got my promo video which I'm going to roll for you guys one more time, and then we'll end the live stream there.
This video is brought to you by One Football. If you want to download the One Football app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The One Football app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world, if you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date.
Thank you very much there to One Football for sponsoring this video. It is much appreciated. Like I said, link at the top of my description and in the live chat too if you want to go and download the One Football app. That does help to support the future content created here on my channel. And I'll see you guys all again for the next live watch along. We'll be live again on Tuesday evening, 7:30 PM GMT for the Manchester City game against Leeds United. So I'll see you then. On a last note, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has tuned in today, that has interacted with me, that has left a thumbs up. It is much appreciated by me. And I'll see you all again for the next live watch along. So I've been JSGC, Manchester City, Raheem Sterling, he's top of the league. Pressure onto Chelsea and onto Liverpool, so over to them. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace.